drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Big beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I couldn't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
23-yard line.
You're outside. 57 to Mike. Let's go! Back, back, back. Ready? 57. Hey, Alpha. Target. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
A first down throw, Darnold. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Mike 57.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Back to throw, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike 36.
Hey, Haywood.
36. He's touch.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Good day.
Almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 43-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
On the set.
57 to Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Hey!
Let's 57's right. Here we go.
Get it.
2nd and 14. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They'll get 6 on the dump-off, but it'll bring up a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 99. Check 99.
Chopper!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his man. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Ready, set.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, team. Let's go.
Now.
They'll run on 1st down. Forrest. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down now, Forrest. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
61, matchbox lights.
Ricky. Mike's 54.
Let go.
He'll drop to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
10-2 stop.
Second and 13. Looking for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's third down.
Set, 8, read.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. On the army, bang, 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 bang.
Hit it.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say this.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here we go.
Alert 3. Check, yo, 80. Check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10. At the 40.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Second time, defense, let's go. Hey, 80. Under crunch.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Motion. Ready.
To throw is Darnold. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, seam six.
Now Darnold. And he's going to be taken down to the 35-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Darnold and the Jets come up third and long following the sack.
Let's go. Get the field, defense. Man, 80. He's checking. Crash. Check. Man, 80. Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's coming. Lady. He's coming.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now second and 7 from the 23.
Greystone, travel.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Darnold now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D, man up, D. Watch twist. Watch.
Hey, high 7. Now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Hey, exit.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike, 54.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Hey, orbit.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Go.
Now back to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 58 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, wahoo!
57. Mike, 57. Here we go. Young lady.
Now it's Darnold. He's going to let it go deep for the hit. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this one to Boyd. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Smoke!
Mike 5-4. I got you. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught by Nelson. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And the kick here, no good. But a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
General West.
They'll keep it on the ground. Forrest. And he'll take it across midfield down into jet territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Switch.
X3, 218, chopper. Go.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Big stop, D. Big stop.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
5.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Come on. 57's the Mike. Mike 57. Stay with your man.
He'll look to throw. Airing one out for Boyd. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This complete to Lockett. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. It's caught. Lockett. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw, Darnold. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Watch 36. 36. Man, 80. Mike, 36. Here we go. Mike, 36.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Seibert on for the PAT. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
What up?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And that kick is away. This is taken at his 4.
Yeah, man.
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
It's getting slow.
The teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now.
Tonight?
Return to set them up for points, and it needs to be a
routine,
touchdown,
man.
not a field goal.
57. Mike, 57.
Nah, I still got to work.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold.
I still got to work.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's cool.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the pressure gets to him again. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Forrest. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, lock it.
Let's make these babies cry.
Go.
Check, 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 check. Check safety, check safety.
Hey, Delta. Now.
2nd and 13. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The 3rd down run gets him nothing. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Let's go, D.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Baby, that's a baby shot. Watch 36. 36 the mic, young lady. Kill. Young lady. Flare.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54 mark. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
What? How you doing, Tate?
Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Tatum.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
What do you want? You sure? You sure? Are you sure that you don't want that?
And they're not able to hook up there.
Right.
Incomplete.
So they look like maybe
If
his
you really
third
want
or fourth
something,
read
say
on his
something.
progression.
If you really
Just
don't
trying to
want
find his
that,
outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
If you don't want something, you're sure. If you really want something, you're not sure. So if you wanted something, what did you want?
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
See, when you don't know, you didn't really want nothing, Taylor. Okay? You just come to say hi. How you doing, Taylor? Not in the mood right now.
They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Darnold.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, Goodwin, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Watch it. Safety's lady.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Line 54. And watch the lane. Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jets' 31-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, rock it, rock it.
Silver.
2nd and 9 now. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Watch the run.
Hey, Alpha.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Ready.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Oakland, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.